Shout out to everybody here on the live as we crunch time. I'm banged on them. We opened up a trade last night. I closed it. Opened up another one. I closed it. Sold the local top. Already made over a G. Let's go. I'm going to show you how we did it. Let's get this show on the road. God bless each and every one of you. Let's go. Crypto is life, baby.
I'll take you anywhere, just tell me I'll be there. We don't need a plan, I like it unprepared. Whatever comes our way, we'll stay there for the day. So dream, dream away. So dream, dream away. Clear up my vision, So dream, dream away.
Dream away makes me want to start this stream early. 3 minutes early, just say whatever. I'm never early, right? Might as well be early. Well, you can just say about me being early, huh? Oh, he might just do it. He might just come in early, folks. Whoa, 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 whoa. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Let's go, baby! Yes! I feel motivated. I worked out to the point of no return today, dripping sweat, pushing myself to the limit. Already made more than most people make in a week. Very fast. I'm going to teach you how I did it. I'm going to show you what happened. Instead of just bragging about my gains, I'm going to show you how we made the gains. Every single day, we're going to teach you. I was on the phone last night with one of my good friends. I told him I'm going to sit down today at about 11:30, actually 11:45, and I'm going to break down the 200 MA for about 5 minutes, how to set it up, how to get it done, and show him what we do. Man, look at this, man. Sorry, I'm just... the testosterone is freaking running through me right now. Sorry, I apologize. I don't mean to freak people out here, but I just get this... I get this adrenaline rush, man. They can't stop, baby. Last night's trade is still 8, baby. Shout out to everybody in the game. If you made last night's trade with me, you are still in the gains. I already took those gains. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Wow, it's sweaty today. I'm going to need a little bit of a fan action here to keep me going. I put on these shirts. I sweat through them in an hour. My shirts get ruined in 1 hour. I don't even go out. I don't even leave the house, and I'm ripping through shirts. I have to drop off 30 shirts at the dry cleaners every couple of weeks. Absolute insanity. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on it. Did you wash your belly button today? Did you take a corner of the square soap or and did you round in there? I'll show you how to do it if you don't know. I'm just, teach you. You know what? Well, I know you didn't wash your belly button today. You forgot. So stop being a dirty son of a gun and wash that belly button, all right? All right? Don't be gross, man. And you girls out there, too. Don't act like you didn't. Don't act like you washed your belly button. I did. That's why I'm calling you out, because I know you didn't. All right? So don't play yourself. Shout out to everybody here on the live. How did I make gains last night? What was I thinking? What was going down? Well, let me break it down for you like I do every single day here on the channel. And there's our, we're going to have that Fed meeting. It looks like they're not going to be cutting rates anytime soon. All right? So here's the deal. Last night, I saw the 22-hour time frame looking bullish to me. Multiple bullish divs, looking like we were going to get a bounce. And I made a trade right around here with the stop below the 200 MA and these wicks here. And we did get a pump. We're still in the money if you made that trade. You can see this bullish divvy still operating nicely. This suggests that we're going to get a bit of a move further to the upside. So I made these trades, but I have a couple rules. All right. So last night I made a trade, and I usually don't trade Sunday night. I woke up $550. As the trade started to come down, let me show you exactly how it looked in the 1 minute time frame. And again, stick with me here because this is learning. So I was in the trade. We were somewhere up in here, and I saw that the 1 minute was away from the 21. We started to curve down, and I sold the top right there. I moved my stop losses right into this position, and I see it looked like we were going to come further down, and we did. We dumped all the way down. We made an inverted head and shoulder. You see that? Shoulder, head, right shoulder. A bit of a diamond, no? Kind of has some diamond vibes in my, in the diamond, out the diamond. That looks like it's going to move to the upside. I see we crossed that 200 MA. We may be getting a scalp here. Look at that shoulder. That's an inverted head and shoulder on the 1 minute. The cool thing about this channel is I'm going to be giving you 1 minute scalps. I'm going to go over the weekly. You're going to see Bitcoin on the largest time frame possible. You're going to see my sweaty armpits too. And you're going to see the inverted head and shoulder. You're going to see how hard I work every single day, no matter what. You're going to see how we make the gain. So I sold here because why? Well, look at the 15 minute. The 15 minute was away from the 21-day moving average after that pump, and that's unsustainable, especially on a Monday morning. So I woke up. So I got in here, I woke up, and we were right here when I woke up. We were like right there, and we were starting to come down. So I moved my stop loss, and they stopped me out. Then price went further down. But then I said, you know, the reason I got into the trade hasn't changed. I said the 22-hour still looks good to me. So I opened up the trade again on the 22-hour time frame after taking my $460. Next thing you know, within 20 minutes, I was back up $1,000 again. And I said, man, and that's one of my rules. When I make over $1,000 in under 20 minutes, I usually take the gains because it's usually a short squeeze. 9 out of 10 times, I'm going to be able to revisit that key area that we pumped from because it's usually a squeeze that pumped pretty fast. So I took my profits yet again. Now, we're still here, though. The general thesis of my bigger trade is not out. Many people that took the long-term trade, if you can't scalp like me, if you're not you're at your job and you may have opened the trade last night, you're still in this trade. This trade is still viable. There's no reason to stop the trade. My long on the 22-hour still rings true. And I gave this to the trading group last night. I gave you 2 different trades with 2 different stop losses, depending on how you wanted to look at it. All right? So, and that shows up nicely on your phone. I've been testing those. So, anyway, let's break down the top-down analysis for Bitcoin, but just kind of jumping into the small time frame, you can see it looks like Bitcoin's getting a bit of a bounce here. And it may cross that 200 MA and then get a nice pump back up to liquidity. It crosses that high volume node. I can see us get right back to 98,200. Remember, 97.2 is a key area. This has diamond vibes, inverted head and shoulder. It is also Monday. I don't like to trade Mondays. I couldn't believe I traded last night and woke up the gains. And I couldn't believe I made a scalp before they did the false move. Look, they brought it up. They brought it down. I was able to execute this move right here. And I wasn't trading little bits. I was trading like about $8,000 at 10x leverage with my BTC.D account. You see? I'm turning 0.3 Bitcoin into 0.48 Bitcoin, and it was 0.3 Bitcoin when Bitcoin was about, I don't know, 28,000. So it was about $12,000 I sent into my account. And now look what it is. It's now almost a half a Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's almost 100K. So it turned 12,000 into about $46,000 trading BTC. You see? Slowly but surely over time. I'll keep doing this. Eventually, this will be a whole Bitcoin, and a Bitcoin could be 100K or 300,000. I will have turned 12,000 into $300,000. Nice, slowly and surely trading BTC/USD, see? And I'm gaining more Bitcoin with my Bitcoin. Do you understand? I'm using Bitcoin as collateral in here on another level. Anyway, once you understand that concept, I mean, your money making your money on making your money on an asset that continues to produce value while they crush the dollar, you're just exponentially demolishing the masses because the masses are holding their dollar. It's going down. You're trading Bitcoin residually for more Bitcoin. While Bitcoin goes up in value, you are crushing the competition, my friends. Again, you need to know what you're doing. It took me years before I touched a leverage trade. Please demo trade for a long period of time. I do have links in the description here and in the pinned comment if you want to join Weeks or Mexi. Mexi has the least amount of fees in the game. Lately, they're doing a lot of 0 fees for trading, like 0 fees complete. So no one else is doing that. No one else, I guess, has that ability. Mexi just really rocks it with the least amount of fees in the game of anyone else. Weeks does pretty good coming out with lower fees and a really good platform. What Weeks does really well is they have some of the best customer service in the game. And so their Weeks Perpetual is amazing. And you know, they took a lot of learning from XC2 as well. So anyway, those are my 2 favorite exchanges at the present moment. We may add another one this week too. One that I'm researching that looks pretty hot. But besides that, that's what I'm looking at. All right. AllTrading is just an API to connect to your trading software, so it's not really like MEXC. It's just something you can, I find MEXC very lagging. I've been trading MEXC with a very powerful computer. It's just not the case. I trade live in front of everyone on some of the most intense days ever, and my trades are executed perfectly. So maybe there have been 1 or 2 times in my life. I'm going to be honest, no exchange is perfect. Even Coinbase has gone down. But MEXC, compared to the rest of the world, and what I've seen, strongest in the game, most robust in the game. And I stand by that because I trade every single day. I'm like a mechanic or a race car driver. I can't drive a car that can't handle the heavy intensity. So I can't trade an exchange that can't handle intensity. It's going to make me look bad. I'm not going to do that. So, and I'm here every day. I've bookended years. So again, who cares about me? I get it. You're sick of hearing about me. I know. But I'm here every day. Most consistent guy in the space. What are you going to do? I mean, what else can I say, right? So this looks like a possible scalp here for Bitcoin. The target would take me to 98,045. And I do live trading here on the show too as well. I think, what is an unlock not on? 98,045. And then that stop loss target would be 97,259. All right. Oh, I don't want to do this here though. Sorry. So I scalp on my USD. I make large trades on my I scalp on my USDT. I make large trades on my USD, and I also add a week's trade every once in a while. I find trades that I don't look at, I almost do better at too sometimes. So if I see a big idea that I don't want to pay attention to, I'll open up on weeks and I'll close my weeks account so I don't see it all day. Then I'll be live trading, doing all my other stuff. If I see something I have to, I'll go to all accounts and close all trades. But there's been many a times where I've literally gone to sleep that night, taking profits, blah, 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 did my thing, and then woken up the next day. I was like, oh yeah, I left that runner on weeks. And then I have a huge trade on weeks kicking. I just did it just the other day where we made $2,000 on Thursday, on Wednesday, on Fed Day. We demolished Fed Day. I made one of my biggest gains on a Fed Day ever in history of my Fed Day trading. And I usually don't even do that. I was really confused as how my subconscious mind took over and I was able to make those trades. But I told everyone, it comes from your subconscious mind. Eventually your subconscious mind will take over. Looking for this for a possible trade. I'm not taking it just yet. And it is False Move Monday. I wouldn't be surprised if they just went after the stops. The odds of you getting taken out are way higher on a Monday. Just remember that. So look at here, 3.56 would be the stop. That looks like it's going to come down, maybe make a bit of a dump. Ascending triangles are 50-50 patterns. They could go either way here. Don't be surprised if we take a bit of a dump on this False Move Monday. So I'm going to refrain from jumping into a live trade at the present moment in time. And we're going to do our top-down analysis like we do every single day. Every time I miss my top-down, which has been like once or twice a year, I'll be lazy. It's very rare. I regret it. And I can remember the day of the year that I did it. Like, I'm so consistent, I can remember the one day of the year that I don't do the same thing I do every time. And bang. Shout out to Mark Ponce. Shout out to Type Crow. Shout out to Papa Flash. No Name. Epic Tech AI. Shout out to John Shanks in the house. Protagonist and Andrew. God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in and appreciate you all for being absolutely amazing and honestly just some of the best people in the entire game. Shout out to, I got to wear my favorite red hat. You know what I mean? My favorite red hat, man. Shout out to St. John's University. St. John's, baby, banging on them. They're number one in the Big East, 21-3. Unstoppable right now. All right, with Rick Pitino, an old Celtics coach, and I'm a Boston guy, man. So I went to St. John's University in Queens, New York. Just so you know, I got a degree in the business of television and film. I'm an OG New Yorker. St. John's plays in Madison Square Garden, the only college to get to play in Madison Square Garden. So 10 of our home games were in the Big Baby. And so I would go to my college games in Madison Square Garden. How many fun afternoons I had with my friends that are still my friends to this day going to St. John's basketball games, man. So, and to see St. John's in the best start in 40 years, it has me vibrant. It has me just going. I'm just excited. My life's going well. Those players' lives going well. Everything is pumping. And Bitcoin's going to come back with a vengeance. It's looking like. So let's take a look here at the monthly chart. And, our monthly is got a wick to the downside, to the upside from the down. That's good. But we have a resistance there, about 102.5, right? So the monthly needs to break back above 102,500 to remain bullish. That's the key level that we're going to be paying attention to here. And you don't want to lose 93.5. So monthly 93.5. And 102.8 about 102.7. So we want to stay above those key levels. Very, very important here for BTC. All right. Very important. These are the key levels that are going to be they're going to make or break us today. All right. Shout out to everybody here. We did start early today. And where my people's at, man? We should have 3,000 people here already. We got a few thousand people lacking. They're going to miss out on what I'm teaching. I can't go over it so many times. Like this morning, I gave gold right now. Like, you don't want to miss this stuff. I can't force everybody to show up on time, but it is what it is, right? Let's get those likes up to the watchers. Let's keep pushing. God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in, and I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. All right. So let's take a look here at the weekly chart for BTC. The weekly starting to show off pretty nicely. If you saw my macro technical analysis, I just talked about the 22-hour 200 MA. I said if we lose that, I'm bearish. If we hold it, I'm bullish. And it's just that simple. It's just that simple. We've seen Harlem Globetrotters at Madison Square Garden. Oh, that's cool too. Yeah, they've come. That was big when we were kids, you know. They traveled around the country. They did a lot of halftime shows too at different basketball games. The weekly heads all the way up to 144,249. All right. That would be the target if Bitcoin rips out of this flag and holds the higher low to the upside. If we can hold that 200 MA on the 22, I remain a bull. I remain a bull. Let's look at my 5-day. My 5-day suggesting that we are going to get a bit of a bounce here with that higher low. And then we go to my 3-day chart. I love using the 3-day. You're going to see the 3-day chart every single day with me here. I love the 3-day. It's one of my favorite time frames. I use it a lot to make a lot of gains. I've made a lot of money using the 3-day time frame. I've been able to sell the top of local altcoins, you know, when they really will go on like a 1 or 2 month pullback. Using the 3-day, 21-day moving average in the distance, it's a very, very great way to trade. Sammy hits it hard and early every time, man. They're not here. They're sitting in traffic. They didn't join and they got to go to work. Hey, usually we have like 2,500 people here by now, though. So I get a little paranoid. I'm like, where is everybody? It's 10:20, you know. But I did start early, so those 3 minutes might have, like, you know what I mean? So we're looking for this to break to the upside, oversold in the stochastics, and we want to see the punch on this 3-day chart back to the upside. So as I said before, if you're willing to trade big time frames, the entry is here. You can't stare at it all day. You'll be up 100, down 100, 500, you know what I mean? You can't stare at these trades. And the stop loss below that wick right there. It's a 4-to-1 risk-reward ratio. You can even lower this and say, hey, I'm willing to get out somewhere like 106. Right there, like 106.6. But this is a trade that I'm putting out here. It may get stopped out, right? Write it down, take a picture, call me out when it gets stopped out. Say, hey, man, that trade didn't play out. I love that. I love getting called out. It's my favorite thing. That's why I show up every day. I like being accountable, all right? A lot of people run away from accountability. That's not going to get you there. When you run away from accountability, no one's going to believe in you. No one's going to have faith in you, and your actions will not speak louder than your words. When you push for accountability, when you want people to corner you, when you want people to see what you said the day before, when you show up every single day so they can call you out for what you said yesterday, you create accountability. That's why I don't take a day off. That's why we keep pushing here every single day. Shout out to the 777s, man. Look at this blessed 777 here on the live. Look at that, 777, 408 likes. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. All right. Boss, you got 1,800. You want 3K. You already got a small town watching you, boss. Shout out from Crypto Lifer. God bless you. Thank you. Shout out to everybody here on the live. God bless you. Yeah, but we just want to hit our daily limits, our daily goals, man. And a lot of people got scared out. They got liquidated from crypto, but this is the time to be in. I bought more BTC. I told you. I bought more BTC. Everybody remember, I teach class the last Saturday of every month. This is the greatest class ever. It is a 3-hour class, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., $150. Hit the QR code. You're going to learn so much. You're going to get my PowerPoint, my 9-point checklist to get into a trade, proper risk management. You're going to hear how I traded Bitcoin and why. You're going to learn about my life experience and so much other information, as well as all my indicators, how I set them up, and more. This will blow your mind. People are charging $3,000 for the tips and tricks that I give out here for $150. Jump into class today, the last Saturday of every month. I believe it'll be the 22nd of February because we have a shorter month. All right. Amazed by Sam's trading. Come join us at the 99 and get the education you deserve. Yeah, if you think my trading's awesome, if you saw me sold the top, come on in. Sammy, is your class for beginners? It's for beginners. It's for people that have been trading for a long time and they want an extra tip. Man, I take it from what a candle is. I literally call these rectangles and then begin to call them. Like, I show you from the very basics of trading, from what a red rectangle is all the way into the end where you have risk management. So I like the 3-day chart right now for a trade. All right. And I want to look for the smaller time frames to produce a better entry for me. But look at that 3-day. See how it's curving? And it looks good to me. The daily as well, showing some. I mean, we reversed, but we kept a higher low. Look how many days we've been consolidating for now. A month of slow bleed price action. Look, the shoulder, the head, the right shoulder, the massive dump, the liquidation. We've been through a lot, everybody. And that was the biggest liquidation in the history of Bitcoin right there. more money got liquidated in that candle than FTX than the COVID crash. That gives me confidence to long. And that's why I feel the odds of me winning these trades are really high, because it took so much money for the world to liquidate Bitcoin down there. It's going to take the same amount of money again. And that amount of money seems to only come every 4 to 5 years. So where are they going to get it? Again, that's just a logical statement. And I know I shouldn't be using my brain. I should only be using the charts. But hey, a falling wedge breaks up 68% of the time, does it not? And that is a falling wedge. Tight moving averages tend to pump on the daily. And if they can continue to pull this 200 in, and that's what I'm talking about here. See how when the 200 gets tight, look, every time you're in an uptrend, making a higher low, and the daily and the 22, they're only 2 hours off. But look, every time the 22 had tight price action, or we were intertwined, boom, big boom, big boom, big boom. And so just based on that data alone and nothing else, if you can just extrapolate that data alone and use it as a data source, you've got tight moving average at the 200 MA. This would be your perfect buy right here. And we would eventually be gone. And you would look back on this time and say that was the greatest chance to buy BTC. There was also a hidden bullish divergence here. As you can see, price action is swinging to the upside while the RSI is swinging down. It tells you you're going to break this high before you break this low. That's what it says is going to happen. All right. So, and that's kind of what I'm looking at. Shout out to all my cookie holders. Who's holding cookie hard? I am. I hold cookie, and cookie is useful. Virtuals is going to come back strong, and not holding cookie, you don't have the data. You don't have the access to the back end of cookie, of the cookie website. And a lot of people want that data. And so I paid 15 grand of my own money. I even took a bit of a hit, but I knew in the long run I'd be good. And you can see my wallet's connected and I have premium access. Why? Because now when you join my trading group, you have premium access to as well. I give you everything that I have access to. I hook you up. Okay? Look, I got premium. I'm not playing around. Built with Sammy, dude. Right? We got momentum scores. We got data. We can see what's going on the back end. Mindshare and market cap at cookie.fun. And you can see smart engagements. You can see the top AI agents, AI XBT starting to come up, Fartcoin. These aren't done. I really firmly believe you're going to see another pump in this. This space just got started and is still so strong. Wow, Griffin got hammered though. Like to me, Griffin at 159 million, that thing should have been $1 billion market cap. And wow, to see WVVV, which is that Ask Venice by Eric Vornay's, passing the market cap of Griffin. And if you didn't know what VVV is, then you weren't paying attention. I did a lot of research the last month while everyone was freaking out about Bitcoin. I was learning about all the AI agents for you guys. I was putting out hot coins. I was finding out what goes on. And have no fear, man. I'm at cookie.fun, tracking agents for you every single night, working till my eyes bleed. And we're going to make sure that this channel and everybody here gets the information to survive, man. And I put my money where my mouth is. I am in cookie.fun right now. So yeah. I like what I'm seeing here on this, on the 22-hour time frame. And it still tells me that this is a viable trade right here for Bitcoin. You do you. You do whatever makes you happy. I can never force you to open a trade. I will never tell you what to do with your money. I am going to show you that there's hidden bullish divergence, that we're bouncing off the 200 MA, and that this is a likely scenario for a bounce. However, in 2 days, we could be down here and all of you would throw tomatoes at me and say, you were bullish, Sam. You sunk. But then you would have remembered that I said for day in and day out that A, I know nothing but the fact about ignorance. B, I could be making a mistake. And C, as long as we stay above the 200 MA, I'm bullish. If we close a candle below that, I turn into a bear. You have to understand, it's just like vampires night and day. We close a candle below the 200 MA, I turn it into a bear so fast. Okay? And we have to start preparing for possible lower lows. If you're not open-minded to all scenarios, even though you're partial to one, you still have to be like, of course I want the bullish scenario. But I have to be open-minded that I may be wrong, and then it might not go my way. There could be a black swan. There could be an earthquake. There could be something I've never thought possible. I don't want to project those things, but I do want to project the fact that I can be ready for anything, okay? And that's what I'll project. So anything could happen. We don't know, and we go from there. At 2,056 people here on the live, thank you. Dear Lord, you have blessed me with 2,000 people here to influence positively and create a positive influence on every single day. Thank you. Yeah. Blessings to everybody out there. God bless you all. Yeah. If music is annoying, you're an annoying person and you're annoyed. So I'm going to time you out for a bit here because we just don't want negative people here. God bless you, though. I hope you're having a better day, and don't be annoyed, man. I love you, man. Spread love, light, and positivity. Stop using the... I haven't used the word annoyed in a long time. You know why? I don't let anything annoy me because I'm such a positive guy. Things just make me feel good or challenge me. That's it. Yeah. The annoying, you know, the music is amazing. Amen. God bless. Thank you. I shouldn't even address those comments, but I feel like, you know, he wanted his recognition. So the 8 hour looks interesting to me, but we could still roll over here. It's not over yet, everybody. I'm still weary of price action, and that's why it's really, to me, it's all about the 22-hour time frame. I'm willing to take that shot on that 22. I see this as a bit of an Adam and Eve double bottom that wants to break to the upside, and I was showing everyone how this other slanted idea kind of looks like a slanted Adam and Eve that could break out too. I'm getting these like double Adam and Eve ideas inside, and that's what we showed last night. Very, very, just not, against the grain, right? You won't see a lot of other traders put that out there. That's unique to me. I don't know anyone that's going to put the Adam and Eve out like that. And it's also a bit of a cup and handle, whether people realize it or not. There is the handle, and there's a little, a shallow little cup here. And you got this like weird cup and handle that could still break to the upside. So let's go over the bullish scenario yet again. Bullish div of the 22-hour time frame. The daily retracing with a higher low after a massive liquidation. The most liquidation in the history of Bitcoin. How can we get that money again? And we seem to be making an Adam and Eve here on like the 8 hour, and the 22 hour is above the 200 MA. Those are all bullish signs for me that we're going to break to the upside. The coolest thing about my scenario is the second we close a candle below the 200 MA, it invalidates everything I said, and we can flip bearish again, and we may be able to take advantage of the move down. So by using my strategy, I think we'll be able to take advantage of the dump, but we can still take a very bold, very aggressive call here. And if we get the pump, we can get it with minimal risk, because we don't have to risk a lot being right near that 200 MA on the 22-hour time frame. I've learned that if you can trade near the 200, you have very good odds of winning. Just like if you can short away from the 21, you have very good odds of, getting out of the short there. So you want to be getting out of trades when you're far away from the 200 MA. You want to be getting into trades when you're closer to the 200. When you're buying, look, if you had bought every time Bitcoin was near the 200 MA, you would have been buying discount prices, period. Look, best price, best price, best price, best price. If you had bought when Bitcoin was away from the 200 MA, you would have been buying the tops, the local tops at least. I mean, so they would have panned out to be bottoms at one point. But look, these are all local tops. So where do you buy? You buy when you're near the 200 MA. On time frames from the 8 hour and up, preferably the 22 hour and up, because those are big time frames. So boom. Now, if you took my class, the last additive every month, which I'm promoting every day here, you would know these concepts and you would start to understand them. And my live stream would actually probably be easier for you to understand, because you'd know some key ideas and some of the terminology in which I use too every single day here. So a nice bounce off the 200 MA would be beautiful, and we hold it down here. All right. Really enjoy your show. Your positivity is awesome. I see your notification and I'm here at an instant. Why? Because I believe you know what you're talking about, and I'm all ears. Shout out to Mr. Ed Knows. Thank you. That's cool and all, but I just put my house on Cooper DeJean coin on Phantom. You're funny, man. Really enjoy your show. Thank you. God bless, brother. And I've been looking at this all railroad tire. I still didn't buy any. It looks good to me, but I just didn't buy any. The setup looked nice. All right. Big. It would be big, right? Big balls. Oh, that one did it. Market cap stayed flat. Yeah, nah. It didn't end up doing nothing. That thing went. And you take a look at Leia. You take a look at, Vader, man. Vader is a real project that's going to pump. I'm telling you right now, it pumped here. The market may have crushed it, but in my mind, Vader will continue to pump. And I still own Vader. I never sold my Vader. I believe in Vader. All right. So I've given you what I can for BTC. Smaller time frames are a bit sketchy now. You take a look at the 1 hour time frame. It says, hey, we're going to reverse here. We're oversold the stochastics. We need a reset. We had a false move Monday pump. I took this all night last night. I sold the local top in front of my entire trading group. I said, I'm out. And we have digital proof of me getting out at the actual top here and then saying I'm out. So like you could even timestamp the times. This is way too much, too fast. I'm locking it in for the win. Boom. I made over 1,300 already today, and it's just 9 a.m. And you can see there's my stop loss right there. There was the huge candle. I just felt like when you make money that fast, right? I got stopped out in nice profits just now. Paid the trader. Now they can do whatever they want to False Move Monday. I will not give back my gains. If you won like me, the only thing you could do now is make sure you go to bed with gains you made today. That should be the main goal of today if you are up now, right? And I locked in 1,200 since last night at about 11:30 p.m. You can see both my trades there ripping to the upside. And then I said, we're going to watch this flag on the 1 hour time frame. And I sold right there. And then it started to dump. And I haven't been in a trade since. Okay. So super transparent, super great day. Already up on the morning since last night. I made 5K from JUPP from JUPP coin last night. God bless you, LA Ray. Oh, when I joined the 99, shout out to Rocky Doran. Thank you so much for jumping on into the 99. May God bless you. Right. So here we stand. Let's take a look at what's happening on the smaller time frames now. So we've identified all the way to the 8 hour. From the monthly all the way to the 8 hour. You can see how we're doing what's called a top-down analysis. We're using multiple time frames to get us the skinny here, right? It's like interviewing multiple witnesses when you show up at an event, or, you know, if you're a detective, we don't just want to go on one perspective. Each time frame is like another witness with a new perspective that gives us new information. We got to interview all the witnesses. We got to get all the information we can to make the best possible trade. And so this is what we do here on the channel. We're interviewing witnesses by going over multiple time frames. It's a really good metaphor that I just came up with. I've never used it before, but that's, you know, that's why I speak in tongues. All right. So, so here we go. Hey, Lois, I think I'll grow a beard. Hey, Chris, go to your room. Hey, my name's Peter Griffin, and I do the voice of Quahog. Yeah, I'm the voice of Quahog, that's right. Hey, Sham, I like the Crypto Lifer. Every single day I watch the Lifer. He's the best. Nobody does it better than the Lifer. So, low, high, higher, low. Can we pump further to the upside? The 8 hour looks good to me too as well with that liquidation wick. And to me, it's just perfecting the 1 hour now. So I like the bigger time frames for possible entries. The 1 hour was going to show us that we could get above the 200 and make gains. You can see I sold the top two recently on what that was on Wednesday. I sold that exact top right there at the 200 MA on the 1 hour time frame. I gave it to my trading group and I said, that's where I'm out. Boom. And then we waited to make the perfect trade. I mean, it's pretty awesome. I've been very selective of my trades. I took this gap here, boom. I gapped a little bit there and I took this gap here. All right, and I let the weekend just do it sideways, mumbo jumbo. We were able to call a bit of a reversal on an Adam and Eve last night too, and see how price action was going to reverse on the smaller time frames. Shoulder, head, bit of a right shoulder. That's a liquidation too right there. And we'll show you what BOOKMAP is showing too as well. BOOKMAP is a liquidation indicator. It's showing us where the liquidity is hiding, right? I like if you go to their site, bookmap.com, right? They really, this one way they talk about it is the best. But if you go to BOOKMAP, you say a future and stocks trading platform that displays market liquidity, check what the candle, you see candlesticks. I see liquidity. I can tell where they're going and why, where the stop losses are, what's happening. If you don't have this, you don't have an edge that I have. I will trade circles on you with BOOKMAP because I can see where the money is and you can't. So you do what you want. I traded without BOOKMAP for years. I use it now every single day. Link in the description below. You'll see it on my channel. Nobody promotes BOOKMAP more than me. Nobody talks about it more than me. Nobody uses it more than me. 7 days a week. Sometimes, you know, I do 9 live streams a week. Sometimes 10 if we have a Fed day or we have a monthly candle close. But 9 live streams a week every day, and then 2 on the weekends, 2 double up. So bang, baby. Yeah. Sammy has that pep in his step. We'll be spending time those summers up north. Yes, I will be spending time up north. I will be, yes. Yes. I won't give my exact locations and timings, but I will be gone back to New England for a couple months every year. I will not be here in the hot summers. No, no, no. I figured out a way to keep myself in the perfect weather year round, between 78 and 88 degrees all year round, baby. And that's the plan. All right. So BOOKMAP suggests that we're going to short squeeze to the upside all the way to 105,000. The biggest red, it goes towards the biggest red, and it says the more liquidity is to the upside. BOOKMAP says a short squeeze to the upside is coming, but again, it's not 100%. But if you went on just liquidity alone, it says we're going to take out the shorts at 101, And then we're going to take out the shorts at 105,000, and we're going to start by eating hors d'oeuvres at 99.2. All right. That's what I see happening there for BOOKMAP. Again, I could be wrong. You never know. Remember, they hate us because they ain't us. There's people that they may be better traders than me, but they don't got the announcer voice like we do. You know what I mean? There's people out there that, may be smarter than me, but they're not as consistent as me. They get drunk too much, right? And what I want to teach you is it's not really, you do have to have a level of intelligence, but it's not who's the smartest and it's not who's the most talented. It's who works the hardest. I'll show you someone who's talented and extremely intelligent get crushed by someone who's not that smart, who shows up every day. The secret to my success is being consistent. If you can figure out how to be consistent, you will push out 99% of the competition. They want their football games. They want their beer. They want their time alone. I like to grind, baby, and help others every single day. If my business can help you, then I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep the foot on the gas. So we're looking to see this bounce here. If not, we're going to end up at the bottom of the channel. And then we may just kind of be doing something like this, and we'll reconvene from there. Again, remember, I'm going to keep that 22-hour Tutoring in the back of my mind. It's a sketchy Monday. We already sold the local top perfectly because we use the 21-day moving average gaps in the smaller time frames. We also know that Monday is sketchy, and when you get a big pump that fast, you should probably take some money off the table. I've been doing this for years, so my trader instinct took care of me today, and they took care of me on Fed Day. Shout out to Master Friend for the pep talks. Even I like pep talks, and everybody needs a trader to talk to about your trades, about your life. And Master Friend provides that ear for me a couple times a week. He's always there for me no matter what. God bless you, Master Friend. Even I need someone to talk to. I'm not Superman. I'm vulnerable. I'm like each and every one of you. I'm a human being, right? Just because my mom and dad die and my mom and dad died, and I feel like I'm invincible at this point because I've went through all the pain that you could ever have in a very short amount of time, doesn't mean that I'm not human, baby. So I'm just planning on enrolling in your class at the end of the month, and Master Fred's course. Which class do you recommend first? It's very important you take my class first. We always feel if you get into Master Friend too early, we find people get a little too frustrated and they can get chopped up. So if you can do it direct, but again, I also find people do whatever makes you happy because I don't want to force your learning, but I do believe, like for me, if I started early and I jumped in Master Friend early, I think I might get confused. Start with the basics, learn how to swing and spot trade, learn how to post your charts first. Understand your divergences, like give yourself a couple weeks to a month to really enroll in the basics, begin, and then you can start to go. All right. Yeah. Amen. Yeah. Sam is Jordan, friend is Pippen. You guys are the best, man. No, he's Pippen. I'm 6'6", he's 6'10", yeah. Man, hey, that's... And everybody, I've been asking Scottie Pippen to come on the show. He keeps saying he's into crypto. He's talking about Bitcoin every day. And I say, Scottie, I have one of the biggest streams in all of cryptocurrency. Why don't you jump on into the stream? No response. It's crickets from Scottie. And I've DM'd him a few times and I've hit him up. And he talks about being consistent. He talks about being with the best. I say, Scottie, if you want to be consistent, you want to be with the best, you should rock with the lifer. And I'm manifesting Scottie Pippen on the show. Tom Brady on the show. We're going to have people on this show that I never thought possible. It's going to happen. I'm telling you right now, I know it. I'm just going to keep pushing until they recognize that this is the place to be. So we're watching the 1 hour time frame for this bounce back to the top of the channel. I want to see it. Let's pull a Fibonacci here. Even from this impulse here, see this wick? We kind of started with a mass impulse. So I would use this wick there. And you can see we bounced off the 786 fib. That could be money printer status right there. And so I would just wait for the, I would wait till 6 o'clock. I don't like to trade until 5, 6 o'clock Monday, even 7 Monday nights. Monday nights are my favorite time to open trades. I can't even believe I hit the trade this morning. So bang, you know what I mean? Perfect timing. Yeah. They hate you because they ate you, Sammy. God bless you, my friend. Amen. Yeah. So one thing I want to tell you too is each and every one of you are really unique. There's no one like you. So you must use your uniqueness to create an opportunity for yourself. Listen, what if I decided to keep drinking? I was drinking, I was messing around. What if I kept drinking, got depressed, and I never started my channel? What if I never made a few million off of crypto and made something of myself? And what if I just kind of went to the wayside into a mediocre life and I never woke up every day and did this channel? What a sad thing that would be for the world, right? Anyone think that would have been sad had I not created this channel? You know what I mean? Think about it. I could have been just depressed at bar rooms working a night shift, right? My whole point is I want you to realize that we're all the crypto lifer. We're all Sam Price. Each and every one of you is me. And every time you go to that bar room, every time you go halfway, some kid watched you walk into that. You know, when I was a kid, I used to look out the window, and I used to, in a city, I'd be on the bus or the train, and I'd see men walk into a bar room. Every time I saw him, now that man didn't know I was watching him, all the men, but I watched them walk in, and I thought it was okay to walk into a bar room. Now, had I been online watching men talk about being great fathers and being amazing, maybe I wouldn't have walked into so many bar rooms, right? So if more of us men can show young men that the bar room really isn't the place to be, I think we can help the rest of the world, right? And I'm not trying to hate on alcohol and in your lifestyle. I'm just trying to tell you about reality, man. Look at a farmer. One farmer drinks every day, one farmer doesn't. Who's going to have the better harvest at the end of the year? I mean, again, there's exceptions, right? There's some real good alcoholics out there. I get it. But in general, most people, all right? So amazing. Type in cat, yeah. So there you have it, yeah. Exactly. Someone said I'd still be a corporate slave if not for the lifer. So we're looking for this bounce here in this consolidation. I don't see a live trade at the present moment in time. I will jump into the perpetual and we'll look at the smaller time frames. You can see what happened. The 1 minute lost to what? The 200 MA. We kind of came down. We got a bit of a bullish divvy here now, though, as the RSI is pinning up. And price action is pushing down, right? So you want to see if you can break out of this falling wedge really back to the upside. Again, I'm not going to get too crazy with the smaller time frames. To me, it's just all about. Now, 97.2, weekly support of resistance, we want to keep it. And you can see there was clearly resistance here at about, what, 97,880. A little bit of a bounce there. There's some support at 96.9. But again, that's not amazing. Bit of a rounded top, but we did lose the 200 MA there on the 1 minute time frame. And now we're kind of right. We're losing the 200 MA on the 5 minute. And so if we did lose this level, you'd be see Bitcoin back to 95.9, maybe even back to 95.3. So be careful, man. It is a false move Monday. Pretty sketchy. And so what I would do, like I showed you, I would just watch this 1 hour time frame. If we lose this 21, which is pretty, we usually wouldn't do, you know, low, high, higher, low. And so, yeah, what I did here is perfect. I would just watch this and wait for that bounce, look for the consolidation. And of course, it probably might be smaller. It might, something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what you could do is you can go here, hold shift down, go sideways. You can see you got about, I don't know, 10 hours, 5 hours, something between there of consolidation here for Bitcoin. So I wouldn't get too crazy. Let's take a look at the S&P futures. And so S&P, I told you there would be a beautiful spike to the top of off this bottom channel. I said to stay bullish. I told you don't freak out. They're going to be super bearish on you. I said the rest of the market's going to freak out in NVIDIA, all this garbage. I said look for this to continue. They're going to print money like up the wazoo. Look at the daily about to move. And you barely made higher lows while the daily reset in the stochastics. You have lack of bearish momentum in the MACD. This looks beautiful. You've bounced off a 618 Fibonacci retracement right there in the golden pocket with a high volume node. I mean, what else do you want? Tight moving averages suggesting there is going to be a pump to the upside here in the NASDAQ. I am bullish on the NASDAQ. The entry would be here right now. The stop loss would be somewhere below 5,966. If you want to be extra cautious at 5,924.27. And I could see a bigger move here for the NASDAQ all the way to 6,727. I am calling a bump in the NASDAQ, right? One of my greatest calls right now in the history of my channel. And you guys aren't even hearing me. The NASDAQ is about to rip to the upside. I'm telling you right now, I have a 90% accuracy when I see this type of pattern right here. It says it, and again, maybe I'm wrong, and you guys say, oh man, the lifer, but this looks very, very bullish to me. And I've been sticking, remember when we came down here, I said we're going to bounce back to the top of the channel. I drew this out for you when we were back here. You can go watch my macro analysis videos, and I'm saying, man, look for us to bounce. I said it could be a shoulder, head, shoulder, but I see a bounce at the 618. I said they're going to print money. I don't see how we're going to collapse in the NASDAQ. I said look for us to channel into this position and get a bigger pump further to the upside. And so far, that's what we're seeing. And I called it, remember, a racy head and shoulder. And I had, a racy cup and handle. I kind of had this like a cup, right? Anyway, I'm bullish on the NASDAQ. I'm bullish to the S&P futures. And I'm sticking to it. And we'll check it each day. But, a gold too as well. Everyone doesn't realize I traded gold for years on the New York Stock Exchange for a long, long time. Gold with how I started trading. I traded JNUG and JDST. They're Direxion Daily Global 2X, ETF. Now, they were 3X at the time. For whatever reason, they got brought back down to 2X. I'm looking for gold to make a flag here on the daily and continue. And I called this pump for gold before it happened. I drew this flag out before it happened. I told you tight moving averages, high volume node, low stochastics. Bang, 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 bang. Let's talk about my Tesla call. I gave you Tesla weeks ago. I gave you the bottom for Tesla at 145, number one. That's documented a long time ago, right about there. I said that's going to be your bottom for Tesla. All right. Yeah, literally 145, right around there is when I called it. Why? Because it was an inverted head and shoulder in a cup and handle. I trade these like it's, this is my life. Shoulder, head, right shoulder. There was the cup. There was the handle, the tight moving averages. Stuck on the high volume node. I saw hidden bullish divergence on the 3-day chart. You go to the 3-day, right? Look, you're pushing down on the RSI, but you're pushing up on price action. It says you're going to bounce from that high, that low, right? You're going to take out this high. That's exactly what happened. Then we saw that flag, and then I see this flag breaking out. It's getting oversold inside of a flag. It's just taking its time. Might be one of the greatest times to purchase Tesla right there at 361 before it blasts all the way to $671. You can't even double up on Tesla anymore, and I'm like, But hey, there's some gains to be made right there for Tesla. Stop loss somewhere below that wick at 306. And so, yeah, looks interesting to me. And that call for Tesla there at 145 in massive gains as it went to 490. And you can see we actually posted that as a short too after I made the call for Tesla. I teach this to my students too. Tight moving averages, right? Measured move. Boom, gone. Low stochastics with the entry. And low RSI tells you where to buy right there at about 192. Anyway, my strategies can be used on Forex. They could be used anywhere. Look, you can use Japanese yen, USD, right? You could trade Japanese yen USD with what I teach you. If you look at it now, look, I teach you when the 21 and the 200 are far apart to get out. Look, we're doing an Adam and Eve double bottom here. It says the dollar's about to collapse. That is telling me that you're going to get a bounce. And the Japanese yen is going to whip. After that carry trade in the nonsense, it definitely looks like it bottomed against the dollar. The dollar has topped out. I think this is one of the greatest places to purchase real estate today. I'm going to tell everyone right now, I think this is a really good time to purchase real estate. And everyone looks at me like, why? Because when the dollar drops, real estate's going to go up. And your prices right now are kind of, I think, they may be a little more depth down. But for the most part, we may be starting to bottom here because once they print that money, real estate's going to go up in value. I'm telling you right now, and these prices aren't going to stay here because they're going to devalue the dollar. When they devalue the dollar, real estate's going up. Let me take a look at the DXY. I literally just put in a call for a home. I literally just put an offer for a home. I gave them 24 hours. They're coming back with the offer today. I did because I need a place to stay in Massachusetts, so I literally just put an offer for a home. I did, my second home. So I know, right? And I'm not meaning to brag. I'm just honest with you guys. And the reason why, and I'm telling you why I'm doing this, because I see that the dollar has topped out. If the dollar starts to drop here, these home prices are going to go up in value, and I'm going to miss out on the pricing that I have right now. You see, the dollar drops. Home prices go up. Understand this? That looks like the top in the DXY. So if that's the top of the DXY, man, then I should be purchasing real estate in my humble opinion. And because it looks to me like the rents are going to go up. People are going to have less money. So there's going to be less competition to buy the real estate. And then the real estate's going to go up in value. So people are about to get priced out of real estate. And I can see it based on the US dollar. Now, if the US dollar goes strong, real estate will go up. But then you'll see a double top waiting for you there too. So I think I'm somewhere near the top or the bottom of the real estate market. I could be wrong, but it's been bottoming out since I bought my home about 9 months ago. I bought my home at about the top. And I had to here September. See, when the dollar was at the bottom, I bought my home. Why? I had to. I was overpaying rent, and I needed a place to stay. I could have kept renting, but then I was going to know where I was going to be when the lease ended, and I had all the stress, and I needed to run my channel and to keep my family happy. I needed to be in one place, and I didn't want to be running around. So I had to buy a home at the freaking top of the market, right? Where the dollar had bounced. So if the dollar's about to bounce, you don't buy real estate. You buy real estate when the dollar has topped out, understand? So by being a trader, you're going to be an amazing person. You're going to have an edge on a lot of people in real estate because you can see what's happening in the money markets. All right. And I could be wrong. I'm not trying to say everything I say is right. And maybe, you know, but the odds are pretty good that this is a good time to buy some real estate. I could be wrong. You guys tell me what you think. I remember when you wanted to rent and didn't want to own. Interesting change of mind there. Well, the second home I'm going to buy is an investment property, which I'm going to be renting out a lot of the time. And one of the most pristine, sought out part, literally I'm buying property in the most pristine, sought out parts of real estate in the entire nation. You know, and people basically every year say, oh, I can't afford it. I can't do it this year. Every year, every single property gets filled on this island. So that's going to be an investment property that's going to make me money 10 times over. So bang. Yeah. Anyway, who cares about all that? I just want to break down. I'm showing you the DXY. All right. It's not about me. It's about the DXY, how you can use the DXY to figure out when to kind of, you know, and again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying to you should be taken as financial advice, but this is how I do it. Okay. So bang, bang, bang. And again, I took profits all year. I kept telling you guys, I kept taking profits on coins. Remember, I sold Trump for 60K. I took that and sent it to the bank, man. Remember when I sold another coin? Remember when I said that's my outdoor kitchen? And I took profits on that. I sold Deeper Protocol for profits. I did put back in, but I was selling things for profits when we went up huge. I was taking profits out the market. 100 grand here, 50 grand there, another 100 grand there. And people were looking at me like I was crazy. And I just said, hey, you've got to pay yourself. You've got to pay yourself. Like, there has to be some money taken every couple of months, you know? So anyway, you do whatever makes you happy. But man, I see a really good opportunity here in real estate. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But we'll circumvent and we'll come back to this. And yeah. So the DXY. And so today on the channel, we've gone over the S&P futures for you. We've gone over Bitcoin in depth, right? I showed you my trades from last night, how I made the gains. Now we usually break down all coins. It's only 11 though. The show is ripping. And this is where people send in super chats. We usually do deep dives. I found out about a lot of coins that I didn't know about. And we have some fun. So one thing I do have to look at though is Bitcoin dominance. Looks like it's about to rip and go on a massive tear to the upside here. You can see that we're starting to form a bit of a flag. And it may not be a perfect flag, but I see consolidation with that 21-day moving average coming into play. And it says 4 or 5 days from now, there may be a massive pump coming for Bitcoin because you're going to see Bitcoin dominance take that bigger move to the upside. Let's take a look at US Tether dominance. And we had our first week of red in the month. Usually your second week will be green. Doesn't mean for sure, but see, we're looking for this to dump. Top of the channel, rising wedge. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. Yeah, look, that's a rising wedge that's struggling to dump, you know, that wants to dump. Look, it's curving. Now it looks like it's attempting to bearishly retest itself back inside the channel. And it just looks absolutely horrible. Look, that bearish retest there. And then you collapse to the downside. Look what I see here. A shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. Goodbye. So, and then there's a beautiful gap in the VRVP there, back down to these two high volume nodes. Boom, boom, boom. So that doesn't look amazing to me. Resistance at 4.63%. Massive bearish div on the indicator too. Look at that. And then Bitcoin's got the bullish div on the 22-hour time frame. Things are looking interesting here for Bitcoin. I'm just telling you, I like what I'm seeing. Bitcoin back at 97,190, 180. And again, the daily close above 97,200 is oh so important to me. It's just kept ripping this hood, but I don't know if that's even the right chart, so I'll leave it alone. So we are getting that little bounce as expected. So to me, I feel like we're getting a 786 bounce here back to the top of this channel. If it was a Tuesday, I'd enter right there with a stop below the wicks. It's a Monday, but the TA does suggest you're going to move. So if I'm making a prediction now, in the next 4 to 5 hours, you're likely going to head back up here to 98,142. Get back above the 200 MA, begin the consolidation. That could be a nice 8-hour consolidation tonight. I get ready for my next trade. And, you know, you don't chase trades. You let the trades come to you. Very, very important. Very, very important. And see this Adrian Miller, he says it's a fake pump. All the markets are moving in unison. Like, he has no idea what he's talking about. Anyone that tells you what's going to happen is basically a chess player that's telling you they know what the chess player across from them is going to do. That's not going to help you. That's not going to do it for you. That's not what you want to be looking for. All right. May God bless you, Adriano, but you want to tell yourself you have no idea what's going to happen. Trading is like being in war. If you told yourself how you were going to get taken out in war, you're likely going to get taken out even quicker. Let me give you an example. You go into war. I'm definitely going to get hit when I step out of mine. No one's going to shoot me from behind, so I never have to look behind me, ever. That's like what you just said. You just said you know exactly what's going to happen. You said you know exactly how they're going to take you out. You know exactly how the market's going to move today. You don't. The music stopped perfectly there. That was insane. But you don't, all right? So trust me, man. Someone that's been in the market longer than you, understands a lot more concepts than you, has probably handled bigger accounts than you, have managed it and made it through the ups and downs of insanity. You don't want to tell yourself you know what's going to happen to price action. That's going to hurt you. That's going to eventually demolish you, and it's going to destroy you. You don't want to do that. So 90,467 subscribers. There's a reason we continue to pump like this in the last 28 days. Look at this. Lifetime, we just continue to rip on the way, baby. But I can't do it alone. I can't get to 100,000 by myself. I need each and every one of you to believe in me. I need each and every one of you to hit that subscriber button. So please, if you want to be a part of something bigger than yourself, if you want to push us to the limit, let's get it, baby. 90,467 subscribers. I love you. Amen. Sam, you just told us what's going to happen. No, I didn't. I said I have no idea what's going to happen. Yeah, I said there's a high probability based on data. I don't know. See, you guys don't understand. You guys are taking a man who talks about data and turning it into an opinion. And it's just not. I never said Bitcoin's going to the upside for sure. That's what's going to happen. Then it's going to come back down. And no, I don't know what's going to happen to Bitcoin. I know nothing but the fact about ignorance. I can't say I know nothing but the fact about ignorance and then also tell you what's going to happen. That they don't work, right? I can tell you that there's a good likelihood we bounce off this 786 Fibonacci because I've done these retracements many times, and the odds are good that we're headed back to the top of the channel. But in 2 seconds, this could just dump right here, and I could look like a fool. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just trading data, my friends. All right. Sammy, people pick and choose what they want to hear. Amen. Selective hearing. Amen. Yeah. You look like you may drive a Porsche. Thank you. I appreciate that, but I don't. I drive an Escalade. Yeah. I'm a GM Cadillac guy. I'm a simple dude, man. I never been into Porsches and Ferrari. And lately, I've been seeing some Ferraris that I like. I'll be honest. I don't know if I'm a Lamborghini guy, but I think I'm a Ferrari guy. I think I'm more of a Ferrari guy than a Lamborghini guy. You know, I don't know, though. You tell me. You tell me over here. I'd rather feed the poor man than drive around in a Lamborghini, though. And then you see me in one next week. You're like, what the... Okay. Are you buying a Ferrari? No, man. I'm buying a home, dude. That's going to produce investment properties. Now, again, cars do produce value. The car should go up in value over time if you keep it nice, and they only make so many of them. So it is technically an investment, even though people think, you know, you're flossing. Let's move on into the altcoins. Let's see what's happening in the altcoin game today and see what's happening. Shout out to the Eagles fan. Fly, Eagles, fly. I don't know what happened to the Chiefs. They played their worst game of the entire season in the Super Bowl. I don't know how you do that. Patrick Mahomes, he looked off at the very beginning. He looked kind of like he had a fight with his girlfriend or something. He just looked, right? I have to be honest. When I looked at his face, he had that same look I look like when I wake up and I'm just like, I'm going to argue with everybody. He looked that way when I saw his face at the beginning of the game. And I said, man, he don't look like the same kind of cheer. Did anyone else notice that? You know what I mean? The NFL said that they didn't want it to look rigged because the Chiefs kept winning, so they rigged it so that no one thought it would be rigged. What? So anyway, let's take a look here. FARTBOY back up 2%, holding 30% in 24 hours. One of the strongest coins in the game. FATcoin. Dude, dog with hat bouncing back. Monero. Tron. Yeah, baby. Who? Okay. Tell them they got to put it. Tell them they got to bring it over to where the lawn chairs are. They got to deliver to the lawn chairs. They said room. They would deliver to the room for me, at least. If they want to stay and put it together, we give them the dough. Way. So, not much going on right now as altcoins, right? It's kind of like lay off altcoins. Let's see Bitcoin kind of hold 97.2. Let's get these liquidations back up here to 99,101. Let everybody breathe, right? We bounce off the bottom of that channel. Let the 22-hour hold us down, and then altcoins will get back into action again. They will. They'll bounce fast. Like Render will go from $4 to $6 quicker than you said. Oh my goodness. That's why you can't stress your altcoins. They can bounce back as fast as they dump. You got to just buy what you believe in and hold. For me, again, I'm not a financial advisor, but you do whatever makes you happy. But not a lot of action here on the altcoins this morning. Nothing to actually write home about. And then we take a look here. Xtereo still one of the most searched coins in the last 7 days. Barachain took that beat down all the way from that 8. Ondo still holding 134, strong for Ondo. Solana. If Solana holds 200, that's huge. That's a really good sign for Solana. Hyperliquid is also my baby right there, above $23. And Jupiter is strong, holding above 80 cents as well. Arkham. I love Arkham, one of my biggest holdings too as well. People still searching the Melania meme for whatever reason in the Kikas Maximus. Just because it search doesn't mean it's amazing. I'd stay away from those. And then there's the most visited coins. Clink, Barachain, NodePay. I want to write that down. Getting a lot of steam there. Might, Hey, there's talks about Pump Fund giving a airdrop away too as well. And then the recently listed coins that may come out. Pondo, Blue Chip AI, Analog, Mesh Chain AI, COCK, Most Wanted. And that's Richard, right? You can see that 29%. So these are coins that came out recently. Say SAINO, Sano, SIO, Blue Chip AI. I could see that, Blue Chip AI, chip. It just might get some steam, right? So that's what, what I'm seeing here. Let me jump on into the chat, see what's happening in the chat. $15 in chat revenue. It's a quiet Monday. We're about to blow up. Watch this market rip again, and everyone's going to be like, people are in disbelief. A lot of people got liquidated. They think that all the KOLs, the influencers out here are just saying stuff just to say it. Honestly, if we lose the 200 MA, we can make massive gains on shorts. So there's money to be made out here no matter what. We got to be open-minded that we're going to be able to do and take advantage of whatever they give us. So we're going to take out Supra by Eamon Yazin. Thank you. Sean Z says 99 for life. Wild on the daily. Cup and handle falling wedge. Bullish divvy, hidden bullish, bit of challenging hold, but the team keeps building. Let's take a look at Wild on the daily from Sean Z and see what Sean Z is saying here. Everybody, you got to sign up to Bitcoin Las Vegas. I'm telling you, going to these events changed my life. I met people and I realized, because we sit behind the charts, we watch all these videos, we feel like we're part of something. But we never, we're not out at a conference. We're not meeting. We're not talking. We're not walking around. I mean, the largest Bitcoin conference heads to Las Vegas for Bitcoin Las Vegas, man. May 27th to 29th. I have a link in the description. It does give you a little bit of a discount, and I do get a commission from that. Jump on in. I'm telling you, I'm going to be there. We're going to have a lifer meetup. It's going to be huge. I already got my rooms at the Venetian set. It's going to be huge. Unbelievable. May 27th through the 29th at the Venetian. Bitcoin 2025. It's going to be years and years. So jump on into Bitcoin Las Vegas. It's time. Link in the description below. You will love it. You're going to meet people. You're going to be part of something bigger. I'm going to go to dinner. You'll probably get you a fancy dinner with me. If you're in the trading group, you're going to get hooked up. We're going to have a blast. All right, so we're looking for the bounce off of the 786 Fibonacci retracement here for Bitcoin. Recapture that 200 MA. Let's see if the 30-minute, the 30-minute is still above the 200, you see? And so the 30-minute holding above the 200 MA, that's also a key, insightful idea that we will bounce here. So today, as long as the 30-minute holds above the 200, the bulls will stay in control and will continue to push further to the upside. So very, very key concept there. Everybody, there's no one like you. You'd say you got to work on who you are. Is that conceited to work on yourself? Is that conceited to think I need to be the best version of myself? No. Why? Because when you're the best version of yourself, you can service others even better. I was saying earlier in the stream today, what if I got drunk, decided not to do my channel, and got really depressed with my life and decided not to build myself up and build this channel? Think of how many people I didn't inspire, how many people I wouldn't have woken up, how many people I didn't push. So when you live your best life, you help others live their best life. Remember that. It's never conceited to build yourself up. It's very important that you're building yourself up. So far the bounce is in tow as we suggested. Everything is kind of happening as price action is teaching us it will. And we're back at 97,320 for Bitcoin. I like it. I like it a lot. So BTC looking great. And I gave you the long-term trades already. Whether you took them or not, it's up to you. I showed you your 3-day. I showed you your daily. And I told you what I see happening in the market. Let's get into SUPRA. And all these coins are going to bounce when Bitcoin bounces. We're talking AVAX. We're talking Phantom. We're talking Solana. Everything's going to bounce, baby. And bounce hard. So let's talk about SUPRA. The last time I looked at it, someone asked me, I said, it looks like it's going to break this neckline and drop more. And it did. But then it seemed to find a bit of a bottom here. On that daily time frame, it bounced off of about 0.16940. So I don't like this coin. I never owned any. I never even really swung traded. I think one time I put a trade out there and it bounced out and then it kind of done. It was done. It's in a falling wedge. Not a lot of information on the bigger time frames. Kind of need the 12-hour to give it, maybe even the 8. Yeah, the 8 hour is the only time frame that even has the 200 MA in it. So, I mean, if you believe in the project, it's all the way back down and it could bounce back to the upside. I personally don't. And if it bounces and I miss out, so be it. I have other coins that I'm into, but, maybe this is awesome for SUPRA and you think this is going to be huge. And it is rounding its bottom and you're not buying the top. You're not chasing the top, you're buying this bottom. But I don't know, for me, it's just not the coin. I can't explain it. If I was going to trade it, I'd swing trade. So, I used to be into, having hit the bottom of every coin. Now I'm like, no, who cares? Let it get above here. Then it'll get above 200 to make a flag, and I'll just take this flag here. Maybe I'll put in 20 grand and turn that into 10 or, I put in, and I used to put in small amounts and DCA and everything and hodl every coin. And I had to wait months. The coins went up and down. I'm literally now, I hodl things that matter. And then if I still think a coin's interesting, I don't need to buy it here. Wait for it to get up here. I'll put a massive amounts on a swing trade. Now I make on this little section, I put 20K, make 15K. I used to have to sit there and put 2-3 grand in and then wait months to make 15K. Now I just use larger amounts in smaller swing sections areas and take what I want out of the coin. That's just my new way of trading because I'm sick of holding every single coin and watching them go up and down for years. I'm done with all that. I've learned if I traded more, I would have made more money. And as you get better at trading, your skills push you to do more trading because you're like, I'm better at it. So I might as well take advantage of these probabilities. If you're going to put, you got to take advantage of what's in front of you mathematically and hit it. It's very important. I'm still amazed. I don't know where everybody's at. We were hitting 3,000 people on the live. Again, I'm super appreciative. Let me just be appreciative. But I almost where did you all go? You didn't think there's more money in this market? You really think this is time to bounce? Kind of crazy, right? But shout out to the people I do have. 2,100 beautiful souls here on the live. That's absolutely amazing. 757 likes. Dear Lord, thank you for all the people you brought into the like button, man. That's absolutely unbelievable. The fact that 757 beautiful souls hit that like button, I'm so blessed. I am so blessed what I receive. Everything I receive, I'm blessed to have. So thank you, dear Lord, for what I was given. And may I receive more. I already say, Lord, thank you for the 1,000 likes, which I know I'm going to receive today because I know you're going to shower me with more because I'm grateful for everything you've given me. Amen. So it looks like we're going to short squeeze further to the upside, but it is Monday. We're going sideways. I told you I don't really open up trades until Monday night. As boring as that sounds, that's just Monday trading. Now, last few Mondays, there's been some action, and I actually traded Monday. I couldn't believe I traded this morning. But that's the life of a trader. You just trade what the market gives you. You don't push yourselves. You trade what the market gives you. Shout out to Crypto Billy, man. God bless you, Crypto Billy. I'm grateful for you in my life, and I'm grateful for people like you in my life. And I'm grateful for all the lifers that are here tonight that are sharing this present moment in time with me. Thank you so much. All right, let's move into the super chats and see what people are saying. So Sean Z, let's take a look at Wild on the daily. Wilder World, one of my long-term holds, as you all know. And they beat it to the ground, but they're still building. It's one of the best games in the game, one of the best ecosystems. Again, this is something beat to the ground like SUPRA, but I'm gonna keep holding it, and I'm gonna buy in. And I even bought it, a little cheaper then, but man, it's the lowest it's ever been again. Wow, 28 cents. Crazy. And again, either it goes to zero, but I got faith this will be back at 137 and more. This is one of the best gaming projects ever. The price really doesn't represent what the team's been doing. So I have conviction in the price action and I stick to it. You go to the 3-day chart, if it's oversold, you're not buying the top. And the 3-day chart's at the very bottom. You've got, almost hidden bullish in a way. Tells me that that's probably, last time we got here, we never got lower. So this is telling me that is the bottom. I'm not selling my coins. I'm done, man. Whoever's in now is OG status. We're not selling. All right. Thank you to Amin Yazine. Thank you to Sean Z. And then look at Live, Laugh, Love. He says, can you take a look at JUPP? So we're going to take a look at JUPP here. All right. Jupiter on Mexi. So Jupiter been burning billions of coins. But honestly, I don't know what's up with this coin. It's pretty boring. It goes sideways. It's been a stable coin. It's basically went from $1.29 back to 77, and it just kind of stays in this range. It gets to the high at $1.30. It gets to a low at about 70, 80 cents. It went to 67 a few times. I just see it continuing to do this, you know, until it eventually breaks out and makes its way on out of here slowly but surely. Pretty boring coin to be in. We do get great rewards though, and we've been in it pretty early. Well, yeah, JUPP is just taking its time. It's a bit odd. And I guess because so many people stake it, it doesn't get traded enough. And then if they burn some, there's some price action there. So, hello, sweetheart. Everything okay? Did they put it where they needed to? Did they leave? Okay. Are you serious? But then they put it through the doors, the glass doors, right? All right, they went through the house with it, right? All right. I'm asking a 4-year-old what happened. You know what I mean? It's crazy. But she's doing pretty good. You know, she's my best friend, right, baby? Yeah. Can you tell everyone what your favorite things about Daddy? Don't yell though. Just talk quietly. Yeah. Oh, you okay? Come here. You okay? Don't yell. Don't yell.
I will.
Don't yell. Don't need to be that close. Say, what are your favorite things about Daddy?
I love Daddy and the wolf whale every day.
I love you so much. My best friend, you know that? Oh, I love my girls, man. I gotta work so much. Why Daddy work so much, right? Why Daddy always working, huh? Someone's gotta work in this house. Pay these bills. So look, can we get a bounce off Jupiter, get tight here? And again, I'm not really hoping on it. I'm just holding Jupe, getting rewards, and I'm happy for the time. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Hey, Lifer, could you look at Mandy? Looks promising. AI agent project. You know, Mandy actually didn't look too bad when I looked at it recently. I didn't want to jump on the bandwagon, and I'm not about pushing tiny little, you know, coins, but the TA looked good to me. See how it's going sideways in the ascending triangle? I mean, I just trade TA. Even Mandy yesterday hit me up at the stream and said, thank you so much for going on my coin. And Mandy, I love you, but you don't need to thank me. I'm not even trying to, you know, I'm not really trying to promote the coin. I'm just going over the TA, and the TA looks good to me. So, you know, because I might see TA that doesn't look good, and then people get mad at me. You know what I mean? But I appreciate you thanking me, Mandy, and I hope that your project goes well. You know, and it seems like you have a positive attitude and you believe in it. Please don't rug it. Do the right thing, and we'll see what happens. But, you know, it's getting very tight. I'm not in it, you know, just because, I don't know. I try to stay away from stuff like that. But it looks like it could go further, you know, to 0.005, 280. Right now, it's all right. It's starting around a little bit, but that's consolidation. And I look out for consolidation whenever I'm trading. So that's a key area there. And Dreamland Music says, can you look at SUI? Please, Sam. Thank you. Dreamland Music ask about SUI. Let's take a look at SUI. We also looked at the US Tether. We looked at Bitcoin dominance, Tether dominance. Man, we looked at the S&P. We had a blast today. We've been doing awesome. Good vibes, good information, and good positive vibrations. Everyone, I love you. So let's take a look here at that daily time frame. The daily is looking absolutely beautiful. SUI is coming into the golden pocket, the 786 Fibonacci. That's the key area to get down. Previous support as resistance is kind of dwindling right below there. We get a bounce. Man, this looks like we can get all the way to $8.71 here for SUI. So for me, this is where I would begin to be buying SUI in this green box. If it dips even somewhere down back to $1.16, $1.37, I would still believe it's a steal. But to me, that's the best place to get the fastest, one of the coolest, hottest coins in the game after it went up a massive run from 70 cents all the way to about 580 and did a beautiful move. And you sell the top, come back, accumulate more, and rip. This has been the year that it's been hard to do long-term holds, you know, unless you want to watch your portfolio just round trip all day long. So I like that bounce. I like where we're at. This is definitely where I'd start taking a nibble off SUI. But again, I'm not a financial advisor. You got to figure that out for yourself. Everyone, please subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. On our way to 90,500 subscribers and counting. Help us push through. I know we can do it. How are we stagnant right now? Let's go, baby. There's got to be 18 beautiful souls that can push us to 90,500 subscribers and more. I go every single day for years on end without a day off, man. It's not easy. This is not easy. Let's take a look here at XRP and see what's happening to XRP on MEXC. Wow, so XRP looked like you could kind of keep in that parabola, stay inside of this, you know, falling wedge kind of thing. Let's take a look. So you can see XRP just needs to break this resistance. If it can break this resistance, it gets a move further back to the upside. It did have that bearish div. It has a key resistance at 330, but it had a nice support after it bounced at about 197, and it's holding above $2. The one thing you want to see is hidden bullish, and see the RSI swinging down while price swings up. That tells me there's a chance here that we could get a bit of a bounce for XRP. And we're looking at something like this, you see, and then a move further to the upside. That measured move, just the first measured move takes us here. It does look like it's going to take some consolidation. Again, if Bitcoin bounces off the 200 MA, XRP will bounce. Bitcoin drops, then you're going to get a drop. So it's really based on what Bitcoin does. You want to see Bitcoin get the pump, then you'll get the pump here for XRP. Then we can reconvene and see some type of consolidation. But hey, maybe we dump down. And, you know, it's not over yet. We could still see 77 Bitcoin. I'm not, you know, I'm open-minded that anything is possible here. And we take it one step at a time. Another kind of look at BOOKMAP. Has it changed much on us? Not much. Liquidity is still further to the upside. We got a little light load there at 96,000, but really isn't as enticing as what's above us, man. That's just 99.1, and 100,800 are coming, and coming pretty close. I got Nyla in here, baby. So that's what we're seeing here for BTC. Let's take a look here at Banter Bubbles. I just want to see kind of a quick idea of what's happening in the market. So virtual is up 7% today, and that's another cookie pumping. So virtual is getting the bounce back. If anything bounces, it's virtuals. XCN taking a beat down today, though. All right, not taking that love, and then, you know, for the most part, really no love here in the last hour. The altcoins just kind of flat. Not a lot of love. In the last day, a little bit of movement, but in the last hour, not a lot of love. It just really not an amazing moment to trade today. I'll be honest. It's kind of an observation day. We took our gains this morning. I can't believe we did, and we go from there. Shout out to the super chats. Colin L. Etheridge. Shout out to Dreamland Music. Shout out to Fast Easy Cash 8835. Live, Laugh, Love. Amin Yazine. And Sean Z. God bless you all for being here, and thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much for the subscribers. Thank you so much for being here. Until XRP and utility decouples. And look, PHEX is really up strong too, which is interesting. So a little bit of a movement in these altcoins. Not the worst thing in the world. Trump going down 3%. And let's get back into brass tacks here with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin could dump here. If it loses the 200 MA here on the 30-minute, look for it to drop right back down to 95.6, and then we'll reconvene. Good morning, sir. Could you look at PENGU, the digital citizen? The digital citizen 275 asks, good morning, sir. Can you look at PENGU? And thank you. We'll like that and subscribe. Please subscribe. I appreciate that. But I like that, and hit the thumbs up there. PENGU. The airdrop everybody loved. That guy, you know, you knew it was going to dump from 3 to 1, though. That ain't the right one. Hold on. Pudgy Penguins on Soul. Yeah, that's it right there. I mean, it's got a $652 billion market cap. I'm gonna even look at it when it came out on MEXC, right? PENGU. I mean, people got free PENGU and they sold the heck out of it. You know what I mean? Yeah, they have plans of doing something amazing with the coin and all this fun stuff, but I don't know. It came out, everyone got it for free, and then people thought it would be something. They got a nice little pump, right? Like from 3 cents all the way up to about 4 cents. And then the market, people lost faith in meme coins. They lost faith in the market, and they sold it off. So, you know, you're looking at it just like I'm looking at it. You got to bounce. You got to find when is the pain over, right? So, like, I wouldn't I hold the PENGU they got airdropped to me. I'll just probably let it go to 0. I guess I could have sold it, but I don't know. It was like $300, so I was like, whatever. Maybe even less. Maybe like $250. You're looking to see if this can round the bottom. That's going to take some time. I'd be surprised if it just bounces out of nowhere back to the upside. It could. You know, it's popular, but I don't know. I'm all set. Yeah. Bulls attack up, Bears attack with the paws down. Amen. Ada, please. I did see that. It looked like World Finance, they did buy Move, right? They bought this coin Move. For whatever reason, they're going to use it or believe there's a reason to have Move. That thing got pounded, though. So, I don't know. I'm not into it. It never spoke to me. There's nothing about this coin that I felt like I needed to have it. Again, Bitcoin's Adam and Eving. Everything, see, everything's following Bitcoin as much as people don't realize. See, Bitcoin's in that same pattern. And if Bitcoin bounces, then so does this. It's really all about today. Today's a big deal for Bitcoin. Sammy, look, I want to be clear. Hey, coming from me, my 4-year-old daughter says you need to stop. I don't know what it is, but she insists you stop. I don't know, man. God bless her, though. I hope she's all right. Nothing about it moved. Shout out to Bubble Flash. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. I'm on the spectrum. When you joke at me, I have no idea what's going on. All right, I can't do the charts and actually be not socially awkward. Those go hand in hand. All right. So don't mess with me like a normal person. I'll have no idea what's going on. I can't. My mind is like not the same as a normal person's. It really isn't. Like there's something going on here. All right. That's what if I was normal, I wouldn't have this channel. Trust me. I would not. I'd be like most people. So BNB breaking out. BNB breaking out. Well, Cake has been hot recently. And with TST pumping, they actually had a meme coin that got some love, which put BNB in the forefront, which got Cake to actually pump a little bit here. So look at this. Cake found the Adam and Eve double bottom. So Bitcoin's doing this. See, Bitcoin's in this right now. It's almost like I'm going to do something that's going to blow your mind. Watch this. This is going to be insane. This is crazy. So we're going to go up here to the BOS pattern. I'm going to grab from like here over to there, over there. I'm going to copy that. We're going to go back to BTC. And actually, I'll go to BTC, USDT on Bybit, delete everything. I like to look at my older ideas, right? I've been looking at this for a while. And look, bear with me for a second. I'm going to paste this. I can see how Cake is basically, I don't know if they're going to take this Cake pattern. But I mean, look, that's identical. Like, and see, I'm the king of doing this. I can see patterns, like pattern recognition. But like, I mean, that's basically identical. You got to be like real sensitive with how you move that. But I mean, that's like, it's eerily spot on. So my whole point is this. Are they about to pump Bitcoin the way they pump Cake? Look at it. It's got that little move there. It's got the notch there, the up and downs. And this match is pretty spot on here. It tells me that Bitcoin's about to make a move. Maybe, possibly. I don't know. Just a funny idea. Again, it doesn't mean anything, but it's an interesting, cool, right, little idea there. Everyone, Bitcoin went to 97K. It dumping. Oh, come on, man. You guys are crazy. Hey, Sam, I emailed you and messaged you on Instagram and haven't heard back. What's the best way to contact you? I mean, my wife might read it, and we have so many emails, and we respond to ones that are the most important. Like someone might say, hey, we want to do a book deal. We want to do this. We want to do that. I get so many emails, and I get to them when I can. So if I didn't answer an email, just know that it's backed up in the process of getting answered, and we'll get to it when we can. We can't get to it when people want us to get to them. Think about it. There's like, can you just email someone and, anyway. The fear is so high, it is a good idea. Yeah, 43. Let's take it'll go back to 39. I'd like the 30s, please. And I keep buying more Bitcoin in these areas. We get further down. Boom, boom, boom. Why are people chasing 3% pumps? I know, right? It's kind of crazy. One day you're swimming in a pool and my head rises up. Hey, Sammy, I got a question. I know, right? Shout out to Keith Bradbury, Jamie Zeno. Email Jamie at cryptolifer.com, Luke, and he'll take care of whatever your issues are. All right. One day, yeah, that would be an insane rip. I know, right? Oh, yeah, crypto Twitter is like, it's not over until the 200 May, lose that 200 May, then the 22. Then, you know, I'm going to start getting a little bit. Even then, we could bounce back, but I'll be bearish until we get back above it again. It's going to be a constant battle here every single day. It's not going to be easy. Trust me. No, he will get a response. He's not emailing. I don't know. If you email cryptolifers@gmail, immediately you get a response. Yeah. I don't know what you're emailing or what you're asking. You know, the way you have to understand, people write me emails and they're like, hey, Sam, you know, like last week I learned so much and I just want to know. And it's not about it has nothing to do with like customer service. They just want to know like why I didn't respond. And I'm like, yeah. As customer service, they get to you immediately. If you have an issue with customer service, that's completely different. But the way he wrote it, it was sounded like he wrote me something about like philosophical life and was wondering why I didn't write back. I could be wrong. I don't know. They emailed back so fast, ESP, especially during business hours. Yeah, my wife is on point. She cares about you guys like you're her kids, man. She loves the trading group. It's her baby. She wants everyone to feel comfortable and be treated properly. So. He said, I emailed about my membership within 24 hours. I got an email back. I emailed again, and another email came back within 8 hours. You are the best. Thank you, Josh. God bless you. He said, Lifer replied to my email before I even sent it. He reads my mind. I love you, bro. The most interesting man in the world. Yeah. But so that's kind of what we're looking at for the market. We kind of looked at everything we could. We already made money today in the trading group, so we nailed it. And we go from there. Can you take a look at Cardano? Let's take a look at ADA. ADA. So virtual is getting a bounce. We're going to take a look at Cookie. I'm saving that for later. I want to see something fun, right? And again, everything's waiting on this Adam and Eve double bottom. Either this liquidation holds and we bounce up and we start to make a move, ADA gets back above 82 and Bitcoin pumps. It's all based on this Bitcoin pump, my friends. You can see it's the same pattern throughout the entire market. Everything's waiting on this. And look, you know, Cardano's waiting on the 22-hour. And honestly, the way that gap looks like in the spacing of the channel, I would be surprised if we bounce back to the top of the channel first before we eventually get our way on out of here. That could be like a shoulder. This could be a head, come back, and one more, and then we get on, you know. Looks like consolidation. It doesn't look like it's going to happen immediately. But the low definitely could be in there at about 52 cents for Cardano. And then the next target I see is $1.84. I hold Cardano since 2 cents and 8 cents. I've been in it for a long time. All right. I wish half the companies I had to deal with had customer support as good as ours. 100%. 100%. We have so many people that care. Jamie, you care so much about everyone in the group. My wife cares so much. I care so much. It just, we all have hearts, man, and we were raised right. So we you know, we refuse to let people feel like they got pushed to the wayside. That's just not going to happen in my group. So look, the 1 hour losing the 200 MA. Bear City, you know, you don't want to see that. Again, same idea. You're looking for this bounce. And that's all I know. It's boring. That's all I got to tell you. Now, we lose this key level here. You could drop further down to about 955 as well. Daily Diamond's going to crash on BTC, somebody says. Let's see what he says. We'll take that into account. BTC, USD, all-time history index. And he's claiming it's a daily diamond. You know, diamonds have a rigid middle section. Like that was the diamond there. I don't see a diamond personally, and I'm really rigid about my diamonds. I'm really anal about my shapes, like, because, you know, you're saying that's the diamond. I mean, you could say the diamond already fell. or are you going to do this here? I don't know what you're trying to do. Either way, I just don't see a diamond. I don't see it. I believe it's too much of a stretch. If anything, this was the diamond here, and you came in from the bottom, suggesting that you'll come out the top. Like, for me, that's the diamond. If there is a diamond, it's right there, and it's still not the best diamond. And you could try to say this was it. And we broke back inside. And you could say we broke in the diamond, we're going to break out the, you know, you could say, hey, we broke in, we're going to break down. You know, it's all possible. To me, it's just who cares? Whether there's a diamond there or not, it's about do we lose the 200 on the 22 hour. If we lose that 22 hour, you're going to be looking for the daily 200 MA. You're going to be losing these key levels, the gap of the VRVP, and you know, 68, 70K is a possibility. It is definitely a possibility. It's something you have to keep on the table here. So that's just, you know, it is what it is. I'm more in the camp that we're in this I like trend lines. I like hidden bullish divergence. See, most people that talk what you know, most people that say what you said too, they don't understand hidden bullish. So, not trying to be rude, but they don't know what hidden bullish is. They never used it. They've never made any money with it. I've put 100 grand in hidden bullish divergence, and it's made me money. Like, I've put large amounts of my life savings in on hidden bullish divergence and walked away and hung out for the day like nothing happened. Everyone else is complaining over losing $50 in poker. I'm sitting there with 100 racks, whistling Dixie like it's all good at, you know, while I'm at dinner. I've been in risk for so long, my friends. I've had hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars in risk for years now. I played poker against everyone else. They're just getting that sense of feeling. I'm always in that sense. That's why I'm pretty good at poker compared to most people. Not because I'm that good at cards, it's because I'm always in a sense of risk. I'm always putting a chip up for something else. I'm always in a state of gambling. I mean, I guess, or trading, you know. I don't like to call it gambling, but I'm always in a state of putting up. Right? If you become a good trader, you'll probably be pretty good at trading, at playing Texas Hold'em, because you look at the pot odds, you'll see the cards around, and you'll be able to pretty much make a pretty good decision based on the probabilities around you, what's going to happen. It doesn't mean you're always going to be great, but I believe trading will make you a better card player just because you're in risk all the time, and those people aren't even, you know how to handle your emotions when you're not sure what's going to happen. That's really what it is. I'm horrible at poker. I'm a blackjack roulette guy. Yeah. Livers the band. Thanks for your energy on a cold Monday. Hey, it's beautiful here. 78 degrees and sunny here in Florida. Look at 78 degrees. Expect light rain on Sunday. That's about it. All right. Mark Cuban is the worst, man. That guy got clowned in this last run, man. He really did. Titan-S ecosystem multi-collateral stablecoin launching this week. You'll be able to stake ORX to earn revenue. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hope it goes well for you guys. He isn't even Cuban. What a scam. I know, right? Imagine mine and saying I'm Sammy Irish and I'm not even Irish. What is that? All right. Follow me at CryptoLifer33. I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for the love and everyone that does so. Charles is meeting someone very special this month. And to Pam Ada, who is it? Elon Musk and David Sachs. He's like, could be more than one, right? Yeah, exactly. And the greatest thing a man can find himself is a peaceful woman. 100%. I have the most peaceful woman, I have such a peaceful woman. She's amazing. Shout out to anyone that follows me at CryptoLifer33. I'd greatly appreciate it. We're on our way to 40,000 followers and counting. One day, Sam, you'll follow me back, brother. Shout out to Busta Crypto. You know, the thing is, my team doesn't want me following a lot of people. And honestly, I only follow people when I need information because I don't have a lot of time. So like I follow AIXPT, right? Ether now holding 1.32 billion. Athena, largest single holder controlling 50% of the supply. That's not good. Process 50 million redemptions and percent of liquidations event. Kept Peg with 10 BPPs of USD first thing hitting negative APY, using reserves to maintain ops. USDT.D launching 2024, targeting 15 billion. Institutional demand launching February. You mean 2025? Does this thing make a mistake? Yeah, look, dude, AIXBT made a mistake because there's no way it's launching February 2024. So look at, so is AI infallible? No, I wrote the wrong date. Unless I could be wrong. Maybe it's talking about a year from before there, but I don't know. First serious gaming layer attempt on base secured 21 million funding. Parallel Games and Nifty Island already building. Nifty is pretty good, and Parallel is on my radar. So, and look, VVV trading 827 after 3 visits pump from the bottom. Let's take a look at VVV. Eric Vornez, right? Venice token. And it's an AI similar to ChatGPT. Wow, it came all the way back from the depths of hell. It pumped back to where it began. This coin came out when the market was a bit sketchy, but the project was hot. And I own some of this coin. I bought, so I'm actually back where I got in. It took me a long time, huh? I might have bought in like right there. I'm actually maybe up a little bit now. We'll see where this goes. I'd flag it out like such if Bitcoin could pump. I see this thing continuing. It's got a great team, and it's by a docs guy who's been in the space a long time. Venice.com, and it's basically so you can use DeepSync without having to, have your information taken. Okay. You can ask it anything. You ask it to do Pine script, whatever you want. I mean, it'll create a bot for you. It'll do anything you've thought. We have it at our fingertips now to do anything we dream of. And the people that are pushing themselves with AI are going to be at the forefront of business really sooner than later. So I got to recreate myself. We all have to recreate ourselves. DeepSeek. Yeah, did I say DeepSync? DeepSeek. Yeah. I'm playing Nifty Island right now. It's easy. It's really fun. That's kind of fun. That sounds cool. They just run off the same LLMs. They all have the failure rate that's measurable. You can't just blanket rely on AI. Amen. I know, right? I like that we saw that too, because everyone thinks you can. And then they'll be the ones writing the words wrong, blaming it on something else. That's why you got to be a human, man. Someone called it deep stink. That's funny, right? DeepSeek. Yeah. DeepSeek. Bitcoin holding the smooth moving average on the 15-minute time frame. I like that. That means you're paying attention to what I'm putting down. I appreciate that. Smash the like and subscribe. God bless you. Thank you so much. And today I wanted to talk about my dad. I was born in 1980, in the early 80s. In 1987, we had Black Monday. My dad was an iron worker, right? There wasn't a lot of loans going out. Buildings weren't getting built. My dad lost a lot of work. There wasn't work. Guys, my dad said, were in the ballrooms drinking their unemployment, just getting depressed. My dad couldn't have it. He was a Price. His last name was Price. He was a hustler. What did my dad do? He got in a van with another dude. They drove to Milwaukee to work on powerhouses in the Midwest to get some, because they got basically an in on a job, but they had to drive out there. My dad said, he pulled over on the side of the road thinking he just had kids. I was 3 years old. He left all his kids at home with my mom, and he had to drive 48 hours on the side of the road. And he said, what am I doing? He said, but when he got there, he could breathe. He was up high. He was looking out over just some wilderness while he was working. He ended up getting down to Colorado. He made it back home 8 months later. But my dad had to go on the road to pay for my family. And he told me these stories a lot. And what that said to me as a kid, and what it says to me now, is you're a Price, Sam. And like your father, you'll do whatever it takes to survive. When everyone else will sit back and lie down, you'll make it happen. I started my business in COVID when everyone else was depressed and lost all their businesses. That's when I actually started the greatest business of my life. In the pits where everyone said it couldn't happen, when everyone was depressed. So my dad basically was telling me that I was the opportunity without realizing he was telling me that, when he decided to pick up and go like he had to pay those bills. My dad wasn't going to sit there in the bar and cry, about, the economic downturn. He was going to go somewhere to make it happen. And see, those things stayed with me for the rest of my life. And what they told me was, Sam, you can't just sit and be complacent. You have to make it happen. 1987, first Black Monday in my life, lost 50K back then and sold. That taught me so much. Don't follow the herd. Amen, Crypto Billy, you were there. And my dad told me, my dad walked into an office a day after Black Monday on Tuesday and opened up his first stock trading account. And they looked at him like, you know what just happened yesterday? And he was like, I don't really know. I've been busy working. My dad literally opened up his account the next day after Black Monday because he was so like, you know what I mean? He told me the story. He bought great price. I mean, he basically bought the bottom. Like, he got lucky, you know. He laughs about that, right? That's how much he didn't understand the markets that when he was just getting in. And the guys looked at him like, you know what happened yesterday? And my dad's like, whatever. Like, I got money now. I'm not going to be here much. I'm on the road soon. Just let me open up the account and stop telling me what to do, you know? But I love sharing these life lesson stories with you because my dad decided not to give up. I don't give up, and I keep pushing every single day. Remember that. If you're not out front, the scenery never changes. Amen. Amen. The legend of the price. Yeah. There are two types of people in the world, people who get things done and people who watch people get things done. Which one are you? 100%. 100%. So there's not much we can say here for Bitcoin. We're watching to see if we can hold the 200 MA on the 1 hour or get back above it. We're watching to see if the 30-minute can hold the 200 MA. That's going to be the key to today. If the 30-minute holds above this 200 MA, we're going to get that consolidation that we're looking for here. And we're eventually going to get the pump later on. So this is the trade I want to take tonight. Somewhere between 5 and 8 o'clock tonight, I want to be getting into this trade and taking it to 100,000. Have you heard about OmiCoin? Say you have Bitcoin. It allows you to access SOL without swapping. Founder helped make some XRP protocols. What do you mean? You use your Bitcoin as collateral to get the SOL? Yeah, Sam's story is the epitome of quitter never win and winners never quit. Yeah, if you just keep pushing, you're going to win. I don't know when. It may not take a month. It may not take a year. It may take 3 years. It may take 5. I don't know when you're going to win. I don't know. But I will. I can promise you, if you push every single day, if you believe in yourself, you are going to win. You are going to win. I'm telling you, there's going to be, if your only option is winning, then that will be the only thing that happens. If you can only see a reality in which you win, then that will be the only reality in which you create. Don't allow the negativity in. You can't. You're going to win. Like they're going to counter offer my offer today, and I'm going to take that property. It's mine. I've already taken it. It's mine. I've already manifested it. I already played the market properly. I understand real estate. I understand value. Okay? I made a really dang good hard offer. They're going to have to think about it when they counter my offer. And it's psychological. I'm playing a very hard psychological game right now of someone that's in a distressed situation. So your frequency is what you frequently see. 100%. Your frequency is what you frequently see. Realize to see the real lies. Bible, basic instructions before leaving Earth. Okay? I'm telling you. Can I ask your thoughts on Block DAG and its future? Thanks if possible. I mean, it's just yet another thing like Byzantine, fault tolerance. Like, it's cool. It came out, but there could be something better than it in 2 years from now. I do like Block DAG, decyclic asynchronous graph, right? Decyclic asynchronous graph, a DAG. But, its DAG is Tower has DAG in it. Tower X, that's why I like it. I invested in a lot of DAG protocols at the beginning of this rally thinking that, but not many people did my research. And it just doesn't seem like it's been circumvented around the market, but you'll see. If you can see it in your head, you can hold it in your hand 100%. Yeah. And now we have, like, with Grok and Twitter and Google and a directed acyclic graph, or a directed acyclic graph is a data structure that offers that differs from traditional blockchains. All right. Unlike blockchains, which consist of blocks linked together in a linear fashion, DAGs are more like a web of interconnected nodes where transactions are recorded as vertices, and these vertices build upon one another without the need for blocks or mining. Each new transaction in a DAG must reference previous transactions to be accepted onto the network, ensuring the network isn't spammed and validating previous transactions. This structure allows for potentially faster and cheaper transaction processing, making it suitable for handling many small payments quickly. However, DAGs are not fully decentralized, and their use of cryptocurrency is still in its early stages, with Rage's concern about their long-term viability and security. You know, we're still evolving here, folks. There's still changes going on every single day. There's a lot happening in the market, and every day there's something different that you want to consider, think about, or believe in. So nice bounce here for Bitcoin, as I expect. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm expecting this, and I'm expecting to be able to make a beautiful trade later on today. And you may doubt me, you may not understand, what's happening here, but look at all that liquidity up there, man. It tells us 102, 101, at least, and 105,000 could be coming. Might be a good time to make a trade right now with a stop loss below the 200 MA, but it's just a sketchy Monday. But I like that oversold stochastic. I believe I'm going to use the 30-minute here. Hold on. I very rarely trade the 30-minute. I think I've done it like once or twice in my life. It's not a time frame I use a lot. But they got it here. They got it right here, over here. So look, I'm going to jump on into the 30-minute time frame and see what's happening. I don't know why I'm making it so hard for me to click on the 30. There we go. So one thing I could do, and this is just a concept that I use a lot. I just trade the 200 MA on any time frame I want. I'll do this like light. This will be like a 1 for 300 trade. No need to give back any gains today. Like, I'm going to go to sleep with more than I made. That's a fact today. I'm going to go to sleep with more. Every time I'm up, I'm going to sleep with what I made, with at least 80 to 90% of what I made that day. So 99,513, I don't have to go too crazy. And 96,591. Now that's very, very high risk. Okay. I'm not going to risk a total amount here. And again, I'm really trying to take, I don't know. That's 118 for 381. The idea behind this trade is we should not lose the 200 MA now in that 30-minute time frame, and I should be able to take a little bit of gains now. So I just opened up a live trade on the 30-minute with the Stokes low above the 200 MA. I like this trade. This is kind of a model of mine. We're near the 21-2 as well, and there's a good chance we do get the move. Now, I'm just looking for the quick scalp. Later on, I'd like to see this turn into the bigger flag. And the bigger trade tonight is the one I'd like to open up on my big BTC/USD account and take that puppy down. So I already have my plan for later on today. I just made a trade right now, and I'm going to leave you with that trade that I just made today right now in front of you. So live trading did happen at the end of the stream. It took all the way towards the end of the stream. Sam, good morning. You're on point this morning. Can you look at stock Baba? Looks like it's finally bullish. Let's take a look at Alibaba and see what's happening in the markets here. And again, I'm not a financial advisor. Another guy saying you should be taking as financial advice. Let's take a look at Baba. I mean, Alibaba's ripping. Look at that thing. And it's so interesting if you go over my concepts, right? Let's go over it. One thing, you see the Adam and Eve double bottom. That's the Adam and Eve. I mean, we talk about this all the time in trading. Number two, you see the cup and handle. Number three, you're going to pull the fib and see the 786 Fibonacci retracement. Like, I can't make this stuff up. 886 even. You go all the way from impulse here at the 786 though. Boom, boom. I mean, and then you bounced off this 618 golden pocket, 786, and you ripped. Look, there's even a bit of a shoulder ahead, probably a little right shoulder there. This stuff is child's play, man. Like, after doing this for years and years and years, you could trade any market with me. I could teach you my concepts, ideas, and the things that we go over will play out over and over again for you. So if we do get some type of bearishness, you'll bounce back to the top of the channel, but I still see, overall, I still see more bullishness occurring. You'd say, well, the flag broke out already, though. It had a measured move. Crazy. The daily made a flag, right? It was pulling up the 21. It's got a measured move. I mean, look, you have to take some profits when it hits 117. But now it's also above support. So what you're looking for is I'd be looking for something like this. Like, see how it's going to make this uptrend. Looks like it may do something like this. Like it's going to come up, keep pushing, get tight, and then it makes some type of flag here. That's going to be your next trade, but it looks like that might take a week or two to consolidate. And the bigger target for Alibaba sends it somewhere about 169. And it says it can get there, I don't know, by April. And again, the whole market should be ripping. And let's take a look at FARTBOY. Last time we looked at that thing ripped. Oh my God, is that really, did it? No. Maybe that's not the right one. Let's take a look. I never bought it, thank the Lord, but let's see. No, that's the, yeah. FARTBOY ripped, man. Wow, that thing just keeps ripping. We talked about it right here and it ripped. Then we put it here and it ripped. And I said, look for it to consolidate and it's likely going to pump again. Wow, I went to, this coin's been on fire compared to the rest of the market. And we found this coin early. Someone asked me about it. I said, man, that thing looks great right down there. We looked at FARTBOY at 1 penny, man. We really did. Like, you can't say we did not. You can see it right down there. So FARTBOY up basically like a 13x or something, because that was like 1 and 2 cents and it went to 15. FARTBOY up massively huge. Massively. And that target takes it to 36 cents. Sam, thank you for your insight and your real world experience. God bless you, and may he continue to favor you and keep you protected. Amen. Thank you. Yeah, stay healthy, man. I bookend entire years. God is always there for me, because I always talk about God, and I always tell people how important God is in your life and how you're going to achieve great things with the power of God behind you. Yeah. Ripping a frat coin. You're funny, man. So yeah, that's still on a flag, and looks, every time I've flagged this out, it has continued. So I would assume it will continue. There's another 150% gains coming, and it's still got a pretty small market cap. But man, we looked at this when it was tiny. Must have had a $10 million market cap when we looked at it first. And now it's got 152 million. And despite Bitcoin's craziness, this thing continues to rip. FARTBOY. FARTBOY to the upside. I just can't believe it, right? Why is there a VWAP? This guy says God would definitely charge his people money. No, but my time is extremely valuable, my man. And I teach just like every, Harvard, basically. I went to high school. Right now, I pay, my daughter goes to a private school, man. I paid 13 grand a year or more. Education is not free because people put their time and effort into it. I'm not going to give you the things that I've learned without you paying for it. I've worked way too hard, man. And I don't need to justify it to you. And I don't have to actually, I should even mention that comment, but yeah. And honestly, what I do is I feed kids around the world that need food. Every day there's kids that line up and I feed them in Afghanistan, and I don't even tell people about it. I'm saying about it now, but I don't got the receipts. You don't need to know. I help more people. How about you do this? How about you spend less time commenting on what I do, and why don't you help others? All right. And keep your mouth shut. How about that? All right. And maybe just then that energy you spent dogging on me might be spent helping someone else. You don't have to know what I do. All right. Yeah. Anyway, I love you all. I'm going to jump on out of here for the day. May God bless each and every one of you for being here. Again, I used to charge less for the group. I had way more people in it that were disrespectful and didn't do well. I found I wanted an individual who was willing to pay $100 a month, or I didn't want to have a group because I didn't want to waste my time with people that weren't serious. So the entry that I give for people to join my trading group keeps people from wasting my time, honestly. That's why our piano teacher charges money, and she says if you change it, she's going to charge you. The lady that teaches my kids, like, everybody that teaches knowledge isn't here to be played with. We want to help you. We know our knowledge works. We want to be there for you. So everybody, I love you. I appreciate you more than you would ever know. Follow my concepts, ideas, train every single day. Never stop. Believe in yourselves, and you're going to get somewhere. I'm telling you right now, you're going to get somewhere. Sam gave me $100 in cash one time. God bless you, D-Spear. Amen. Everybody, I love you. Thank you so much. And remember, the secret to success is getting started. And then you got it in the discipline. Successful people, they do one thing that mediocre people don't do. They don't wait on motivation to take action. They don't wait to be inspired. They know that a lot of days throughout the year, they're not going to be inspired. They're not going to feel amazing. They're going to have to just be disciplined enough to make it happen. You think I felt great every single day of the year to go live streaming? You think every single day I felt great to put on my suit and tie? You think every single morning I was ready to rock for the last 1,000 days straight? Come on, man. You know I had to fight through the discipline. You know I had to push myself to be here every day. You know it wasn't easy. That's why people respect me. Because I don't do it. I don't do things that are easy. I make it hard. Make it hard, man. I prayed to God for strength. He gave me more problems to make me stronger.